Hey y'all. Hey. How y'all doing? Hopefully y'all can hear me. You know I'm going to ask first, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Yeah, yes, you on time. You on time. With your wine and popcorn, honey. I got just a little bit of sparkling right here, just a little bit. But my biggest drink tonight, the water. I got to finish this before bed. I'm running a little late tonight, so don't judge me, y'all. I'm probably be up and going. But I wanted to say, hey, y'all, and I wanted to get right into this. So let's go ahead and get started. Thank you all that are already here. Let's go ahead and make sure that we stay on time. All right, so now we're officially on, and I want to say I pray that you guys are having a wonderful evening. I'm feeling much better. I've been able, since the last video that I saw you all in, oh Lord, Bella is trying to clown on me right now, y'all. Hold on, come here. Since the last video, I've been able to get a little bit of rest. Y'all, Bella over here looking hairy and a mess, but she wants to say hi. So I wanted to make sure that I got on while I was feeling good and also bring you guys some topics that you wanted to talk about. And so what I got the most information or the most questions about was about side hustles. I also got questions about skincare, just some quick skincare stuff, fitness, and also I'm going to read 3 letters. 3 letters. You guys sent me letters. And thank you. So if you want to send me letters, hi@drninaellishervey.com. I said every time I go live now, I'm going to try to read a couple of them, but tonight I had 3, and they touch on very different points. Some are very heavy and some are a little more light, but I think it will make for some good discussion. So I wanted to make sure also, I see something here. Bees world, you silly. I wanted to make sure also that we do, as we're talking, our roll call. So make sure that everybody knows where you're from in the room. Y'all know I started off. I am from St. Louis, also raised in Memphis, and I now live in Houston. So I've been around. I've lived a lot of other places, but that's where I am and that's where I'm from. So make sure that you let us know where you're from. We had somebody from everywhere last week. We had Toronto in the house. We had, I want to say Ireland. We had people in Bali. We had Mali. We had people everywhere. My goodness, you guys come from everywhere. Hamilton, Georgia. What up? Jersey. I saw Kansas City in the house. Milwaukee. Thank you. Thank you for coming by. Los Angeles. And I want to say, like, California seems like they run it. Like, California be in here heavy. Thank y'all for the love. California and New York, I feel like, are always in here heavy. What up, Murfreesboro? I know where that is. Tennessee, Little Rock, Arkansas. Okay. Thank y'all for being here, and I hope that we have a very enjoyable time. I'm getting a little more New Orleans. What up, New Orleans? I'm getting a little more comfortable with this style and format of doing lives. Y'all know I haven't done many of them, but I'm starting to really enjoy them because it gives me a chance to really learn about the people who support me. So I want to say thank you to you for doing that. First things first. What I offer free, because I want to make sure that you guys take advantage of that. You know that I have a contest going on right now. The winners won't be announced until Thursday, so you still have time to enter. And how do you get in on the contest? You go ahead and join my free 8-day supernatural video program. If you check the description box of this live, you have the instant access today. 100% free. All it does is put you on my email list. So 100% free, no gimmicks, no nothing. 8 days free of a course that I've created to help you live your best life. And if you've taken the class, go ahead and let us know up in here, because I always get testimonials back from you all about how much you love it. That's the supernatural course right there, 100% free. And I am myself, my wonderful assistant Stephanie Brown, as well as my bae Sean. We're giving away six $50 gift cards. So those will be announced next week. You still have time to enter, and it's really, really simple. If you're already on my email list, you will offer hold on, y'all. Sorry about that. If you are a part of, hopefully y'all can hear me now. I'm getting used to this. But if you are also already a part of my email list, you will be made aware of the rules again on Tuesday. We'll send out an email. So make sure that you're looking forward to that and looking up to that. So let's get into this. Now, the first thing I want to talk about is the side hustles, okay? The side hustles. Now, I did a little bit of research for you guys, and you guys know that I have been a side hustle queen in the end. I'm not in the end. In the past, I've been huge on side hustles. Why? So starting off when I was younger, I used to braid hair. I worked at McDonald's. When I went to undergrad, I was a work study person. I also held another job in telemarketing. I also kept my job at McDonald's. And then when I went off to graduate school, not only was I a graduate assistant in teaching, I also became an adjunct instructor across the street at the Northern Oklahoma College, as well as I tutored student athletes and others in statistics and music and writing, all of that. So I've always been a hustler extraordinaire. And I kept a job in St. Louis when I would go home at the hospital. So, you know, it's all about being smart about what you do, when you do it, and how you do it. And right now is no different. It's no different. I want to make sure that you guys are very much aware of everything that you have the opportunity to do. So I did a little bit of research for you all, just a little bit. And I found two great articles that were recently written on things that you can do during this whole coronavirus situation in order to make extra money. Okay. What up, Philly? I see Philly. What up, Jamaica and the Bahamas? Thank you for being here. Thank you. Y'all can hear me? Y'all good? We all good? Okay. So I want to make sure I go over that. So the first article I've linked down below for you in my description box. So you guys have access to both these articles I'm looking at. So the first one is to get paid for your opinion, guys. There is a couple sites they give, Wealthy Nickel, Survey Junkie, and Swag Bucks. All pay you money to just take surveys. And that might seem like nothing, but when you are low on cash, it can definitely help. So that's an option that's out there. Like I said, this is linked down below for you. So you don't have to remember everything right now. You can click the link down below in my description box, and that'll get you some information. The next thing is to let me see, part-time gigs in the places that are hiring right now. I'm going to tell you the places that are looking for people to work in the safest capacity possible, depending on your state. Everybody's state is not the same when it comes to cleanliness, when it comes to them keeping you safe. Of course, there's different rules and regulations everywhere, and the amount of people has something to do with it. So you have to be very careful. So I'm just telling you what is out here. Amazon, Aldi, Kroger, Ralph's, and also Whole Foods are hiring for people to either help with stocking overnight, part-time grocers, those types of things. So there are opportunities out there in those areas. So those are ones. And then clean out and cash in. Some of the things that they suggest here, number 3 on this article, the 12 ideas to help you make money during coronavirus, is the, if you have a wedding dress to sell, you can go to stillwhite.com. Also, old cell phones or tablets in your drawer can go to gazelle.com. Last season's clothing, Poshmark. You all know about Poshmark. Lots of people talk about Poshmark. Another thing, what up, St. Lucia? I see a lot. Dang, okay. CT in the house. Also, computers, cameras, or video games, you can sell those on eBay. That's still available right now. Mercari is taking purses, shoes, and makeup. And also, if you want to get rid of a lot of other things, there's so many sites mentioned here. I'm going to be doing it myself. I plan to do a video where I am cleaning out my closet and showing you guys how I'm getting rid of some of the things, since I can't really go anywhere to take them and drop them off. Goodwill isn't really open, none of those things. And I wouldn't want people to have to handle a whole bunch at one time anyway. So that's just some options for you. The next thing is offer childcare or babysitting services for people who are close to you. So if people need to go to work, when I say close to you, you know their whereabouts, you know where they've been, you know where their kids have been, because right now that's absolutely important. If they haven't really come in contact with anyone, you trust them and you trust their area, you trust their kids, everything, then this is an opportunity for that. Because some people, the only thing that's keeping them from going to work right now, other than some people being laid off, all of those different things, there's people who have left their jobs because they have no one to keep their children. So if you know someone personally, that might be the idea for you. Also sign up for DoorDash. DoorDash is crying out for help, mainly because DoorDash right now is trying to find other ways of keeping all of these places open. Right? So a lot of places are doing a lot of takeout orders. They need more people to drop them off. And I would say if you're wearing your mask, your gloves, and now, because I've ordered from DoorDash, I would say they can leave it at your door too without touching it. So one thing I do when my stuff comes in, I just take it out of the box in the bag and I throw it away immediately, and there you have it. If you do that, do the driving for them, keep yourself safe. But also there's the option of just leaving stuff at people's doors right now. People understand the times. They understand what's going on. So literally all you have to do is pick up the food from the place, take it to people. You make a nice amount, and they're probably willing to pay a differential right now because they're in need of help. Remember, all the people that were once doing these jobs are not really doing them right now because they've either had to quit or fallen on some hard times. So those are just some opportunities. The next thing is use Symposium to teach online or tutor online. There are a lot of places online right now that are looking for tutoring. And so there's a lot of universities, things like that, for displaced students. If you have a certain skill, and it doesn't have to be that you have all these doggone degrees, just different things out there, I would check the websites of community colleges, of universities, because there's a lot of online opportunities now where maybe you can offer your expertise in tutoring online or different things like that. And that's for people outside of the country too. This is not just US opportunities, y'all. This is everywhere. So I would use these opportunities anywhere. There's something they mentioned called unclaimed.org where you can look, put your name in and find out if you have money that's unclaimed. Now, why would you have that? Let's say you quit a job a long time ago, you never got the last check or whatever happened. They actually are in charge or keep up with a lot of the records that show any money that you might have that's due to you that you have yet to cash, any checks that you have yet to cash. It's happened to me, so it is liable to happen. Hey, Brenda. Just trying to give y'all some insights over here. That's what we're doing. The next thing is use freelance opportunities. So, you know, there's things like Fiverr and things like that, but there's virtual vocations, ProBlogger.com, Freelancer, Facebook groups, Fiverr, Upwork. All of those places are places in which you can find different things that people need done. Remember, your skills don't have to be super elaborate. But right now, a lot of people are at home that weren't at home before, looking for people to do certain things that they would normally do physically. So if you have the opportunity, check out those sites. You don't know how much these people are paying for you to do certain things. I know I've had friends that have gone on those things and done voiceovers. They've done different things for people's videos. They've done all kinds of stuff, served up stock images, all kinds of stuff. So there's lots of opportunities there too. What up, Queen G from Memphis, Tennessee? Yes. And apply for unemployment insurance. So hopefully many of you all have done that. I know different countries have different regulations on that, but make sure you've looked at the unemployment insurance as well as the unemployment benefits all together to see what your options are. And don't sell your investments. If you have invested in something and it seems like the money is going down, I know this all too well, because as soon as this happened, one of my little stocks that I have went all the way down, and I almost wanted to take my money out, but don't, because as soon as the economy comes back, guess what goes up? Your investments. So you want to make sure you keep that. Also, and hold on, Tim Sears gave us something here, y'all. Don't forget janitorial supply businesses, because businesses will always need a good cleaning after people go through there touching everything. Absolutely right. And that's one of the best places, because usually you'll be supplied with the body stuff to keep yourself clean, because they normally keep that kind of stuff around anyway, and they supply that stuff to their workers. So that might be a safe way. I was trying to make sure I gave y'all safe places to work. So thank you for that, Tim. Another thing is becoming, I said, the online tutor. So Chegg.com pays $20 an hour. You have BrainFuse that pays $10 to $15 an hour. Tutor.com pays $9 to $13 an hour. Schooly pays $25 per hour. Yup pays $10 to $13 per hour. And TutorMe pays $16 per hour. So there is a lot of opportunities out there. Like I told you guys, you don't have to have all these wonderful, great things you think you have to have. Just be you and have the skills that you have. Look and see what people are looking to be tutored in. Looking to see what they have and what they need available for them. So it's a lot of things out there. I just wanted to make sure I ran through several of them that might apply to you all. And also one of the other ones I thought was really cool. I mentioned DoorDash, but a lot of these essential and frontline workers need people to deliver things to them, drop different things off to them. And a lot of these apps are offering those opportunities, or those unique opportunities where you can get paid to make sure that they get the things that they need daily, which could keep a little coin in your pocket. Okay. And you can do it safely. And you can also be, work on your own time, and also have your own opportunities as well as delivery services for like FedEx, UPS, different things like that. Now, I've read some of the studies on how the disease, or how COVID is transferred. And a lot of people were worried about their mail and things like that. It's not as likely. Don't quote me on this, but this is what some of the research says. This is not as likely to live on services like cardboard in your mail as much, but you still should, keep it clean. So if you're going to work those kind of jobs, make sure that you have protective gear like gloves, things like that. But right now, lots of people need help in those areas. Okay. Yes, this video is going to be available, Giggles. It's going to stay up. I'm not erasing this video. I keep these videos up. So hopefully that helps you. So that's all of my side hustles, y'all. All the links are down below in the information section. Hopefully y'all enjoyed that part. Yes. So, and if you have any to offer, I'll try to catch them and post them up for you. Hey, Sister Karen, my sister's up in here. What up? Hey. How you doing, boo? Also, yes, make sure that you do that. So now we're going to go through one of my favorite things to go through, my skincare. It's skincare time, y'all. And before we get started, make sure that you click like. Clicking like costs you nothing, but it makes sure that others get to enjoy the information, enjoy all of the things that are going on. And plus, y'all, come on, we almost at 1 million subscribers on YouTube. We are almost at 1 million. Like, we are at 964,000 on YouTube. And I feel like in about 2 months, I gained about 65,000 followers. The month before that, I gained 40,000 alone. So thank you all. I couldn't do it without you. You all make sure that people see my information and you share it, especially when you enjoy it. And I'm all about the quality content. So make sure you click that like button. Like I said, it costs you nothing. And it also makes sure that others get to enjoy the information here. So now, look what I did. I got a whole little container of skincare items I've been using. So I have a question here about skincare, and I'm going to start off here. Classy Diamond asks, I have a skincare question. What oils do you recommend for your whole body? I was thinking Evu with drops of lavender. Now, first off, y'all know I always say make sure that you're seeing your doctor, your dermatologist, whoever you go and see personally. I can't, see your skin. I don't know what's going on. And they will know more directly what your healthcare needs are and things like that. This is just things that are on my opinion and what I use. I like extra virgin olive oil. I don't use as much coconut oil as I used to, but I also love jojoba oil, which is one of my favorites. I love a few drops of lavender. I also use just a tiny bit of rosemary. That's one of my favorites. I also love, one of my favorite oils is almond oil. I love almond oil, and I love avocado oil. The reason why I like those oils is because they tend to penetrate and saturate the skin more without leaving a thick film or causing me to be overly greasy or clogging my pores. So that's my answer to that question. Hopefully that helped there. So let me talk about some of the skincare items I'm using right now. Okay. Yes. Okay. Here we are. So as far as washing, guys, and I'm talking about what I'm doing right now during the quarantine. Those of you all who faithfully watch me, you know I'm always rotating new things because I want to try out new things and I want to be able to present new things to you all that I enjoy and that I like. And if I don't like it, it don't make it to my channel. So you can guarantee and bank on that. Nothing here is sponsored today. Now, I have worked with some of these companies, but nothing here today is sponsored. So the first one is Purity. I love Purity. I've linked my everyday face care routine down below as well. So here you go. That's Purity. That's my face wash. I love this face wash because it seems to be light and easy. It doesn't carry a film on my skin, and it rinses completely off without leaving my skin feeling squeaky clean. Because as you all know, as we get older, we need to keep some of the oils in our skin. We don't need to be stripping the oils from our face. So I love Purity. It has done me well during this quarantine. Well, I'm saying quarantine, but social distancing. For me, I really have loved the Purity and have gone back to that big time. I've been trying out other things and I'll be telling you guys about those, but I love those. Okay, Purity is great. Along with Purity, what I've been doing after that, after rinsing my face, but let's talk about exfoliation. Clearly, I need to get some more of this. Y'all can, hopefully you can see that this whole jar is just about gone. I don't know if y'all can even, that thing, I'm scraping for, I don't know. I need to get some more. I got to order some more. But this is Aero Organics Revive. Y'all, some of the best stuff I've ever had. I don't know if you can see it because the light is so dark, bright. Hold on. Aero Organics. You can't see it on the camera. I have it in my Amazon shop. Click the links down below. Check out my Amazon shop. All of these items are in there, y'all. So all of these items are in there, and they're also very nicely priced and inexpensive. Somebody mentioned Ulta and Sephora. They both have Purity. Yes, I should have mentioned that. Purity Made Simple is carried at Ulta, Sephora. I've caught it even at places like TJ Maxx, Marshalls, Home Goods. It just depends on where you go and when you go. But check that up. But this Aero Organics right here, y'all, love it. It's called microdermabrasion in a jar. And y'all know I have machines that I love. I love that, but everybody's not able to get those machines. I do talk about those machines, but y'all realize when I do sponsor products, I don't know if you've noticed, but I try to give you an alternative that's inexpensive that anybody can get. So this one was really inexpensive and it lasts forever. Clearly, I'm on the struggle bus scraping the bottom of the jar. That's how much I love it. But this one is really good. I like this one because it has manuka honey and walnut in it, which are really good for smoothing out the skin texture and not overly drying it or being overly abrasive. So I like it very much because it can be used for different things. And you can also use it as a mask. So if you click the link down below in my information section here, you'll see my Amazon shop and you can see it because some of y'all are saying you can't see it. I know. I'm sorry. Maybe I can turn this light down. Let me turn this light down. There you go. There you go. Now you can see it. Yes. Hopefully y'all can see that now. So that's Aero Organics Revive. Hopefully that helped with that, y'all. And somebody asked a question, so let me answer this real quick. Someone said, what do you recommend for cystic acne and acne scars? I have a lot of videos on that. Again, it's from my perspective and point of view, what I've used due to me going to my doctor's appointments, and also making sure I keep up with my skin and watch my skin and its needs. I know for me, a lot of times my cystic acne was coming because I was overly washing my face and my hormones. Balancing your stress levels working out, also cleansing your face maybe twice a day, and making sure that you literally keep it simple, keeping your eye cream, maybe a little bit of serum, like vitamin C serum is what I use, and also a little moisturizer and a toner. I found that was what was best, and being consistent with that. Not only that, I found that a lot of my cystic acne was probably coming from overly, because I was washing my pillowcases maybe once or twice a week. I've had to up that to like 3 times a week because of the oils in our hair. Sometimes that gets back into, especially like this chin area where hormonal acne can happen anyway, all through this area, and a lot of stress acne happen. And if you put your face down into that pillow, that can cause issues too. Also, make sure that you're making use of washing your makeup brushes. I like to use Dawn dish soap, mainly because it cleans up oils and it cleanses oils out of the brushes. Now, one thing I said is you do like some natural oils in your skin. That's good, but I don't want no oils in my makeup brushes because I don't want to put old oil back onto my face or pack it on for the day, which was causing me that under the skin cystic acne. So you want to be careful with that. So hopefully that answered your question. Hopefully that helps you with that. The next thing I'm going to go into is we've talked about cleansing and also some exfoliating with hands. How am I removing my makeup? Well, I'm not really using makeup right now, but sometimes during the day, I do make sure if I want just a little bit of glow, I do put on just a little bit of something during the day, even though I'm in the house. I'm using these Shea Moisture African Black Soap Clarifying Facial Wipes. Love these. It's for oily. This one is for the oily blemish prone skin. There's a lot of options out there. I think they have 3 different options. And I like this one because it softens and soothes the skin. I still wash my face after using these. So I'm still using those. And also, if you don't want to buy wipes or have to keep on buying wipes, are y'all good? Y'all good? If you don't want to have to keep buying wipes, I have these bad boys in my Amazon shop too. They come in 3 different colors. Love these, y'all. Just the addition of water on these cleans your face. It's some magic about these towels. In fact, they're like magic erase towels, and they have help to remove makeup from your face with just water. And I love that prior to washing my face. These are great, and they're really soft, almost like a microfiber cloth. Yeah, almost like a microfiber cloth. Feels really soft. And they are great. I love these. Love them. Love them. Also, a new mask I've been using. Okay. Yeah, do I need to go mask first? Yes. A new mask I've been trying out. Y'all know I have a lot of masks I use, so I'm not going to go through all of those. If you want to look at those, check the information section, and I've linked to a lot of my skincare videos for you guys, so you can go back to those. I will be doing new skincare videos, so don't worry. I got more coming, but y'all love those videos, and I like to space them out because I like to actually try new things to show you all. So the next thing is another one, and I feel like this is a shady product. I'm gonna tell y'all why it's a shady product. So you know I showed you the Purity, right? This is Purity's friend right here. It's called, we're gonna turn this light down so y'all can see. It's called When Hope Is Not Enough. I think that's real shady, y'all. I think that's so shady. When hope is not enough, because sometimes hope ain't enough. So, I mean, but this is one of the friends. So it's called When Hope Is Not Enough. What do I like about this? This is a gel oil mask. But don't be thinking just because I have oily skin, I have combination skin, and I still use this and love it. What I like about it is not only do you let it settle into your skin, but I don't have on makeup, so I could do that. You literally rub it in and you let it sit on your skin. And guess what? You wipe off any excess after 10 to 15 minutes, but you keep it on. I like to do this at night, and I notice that my skin feels so much more moisturized. It has a pleasant scent. None of the Purity products or none of the I think it's Benefits. Is it Benefits? No, it's Philosophy. None of the Philosophy products really have a scent, so that's something to know. They try to mute the scent and make sure that it's not a lot of that going on. So I really do like this. I like this as a mask because it leaves my skin non-stripped and it's not clay-based. It is moisture-based. So that's why it's gel-based. That's what I like about it. I do use the Aztec Indian mask, clay mask, but since I'm getting older, I find that a lot of extra clay-like masks pull more moisture out of my skin. So the only time I use those, I find, is when it's like summertime and my skin is consistently oily and less combination. In the wintertime, I'm not using an old Aztec clay because it's going to pull out all of the moisture, and I'm gonna look like Ashy Larry, and I don't really like looking like Ashy Larry. I'm okay with my skin having a little bit of shine to it. So hopefully that makes sense to you guys and that helps. And Quartz, I'm gonna come back to you just to interrupt. Quartz, is it Quartz? Court asks, I'm not sure if you answered this, but what do you mainly use to prevent HS breakouts and scars from it? I have 2 videos, and I think I've linked them down below. If I have not, after this video, allow me some time to put those in that section. But mainly the biggest thing with HS is making sure that you keep up. I'm not saying anybody is messy or not clean, but making sure that you keep up with your showers. It's all about keeping bacteria off of your skin. So I'm making sure that on average, I'm showering once to twice a day, depending on how my skin is feeling. Not only that, I try to keep products on that keep my body from chafing and rubbing against itself, if you can. That was one thing that when I had it really bad, my doctor always focused on. I also keep a wash on hand, like an aqua wash, something that I can wash with, and a little bit of antibacterial ointment. So those types of things really help. So hopefully that helps. But I have videos down below that are very, very descriptive as to things that I do and don't do when it comes to HS. And I really don't have problems with it as much anymore. The next thing is, how do you clean? Oh, someone said, how do you clean those magic face towels? The way that I clean these is I usually wash them by themselves or with other towels. You all know I don't use towels on my face. These are the only towels I use on my face. And that's literally because I just found these and they are great. And because also I'm washing my face afterwards. So I wash this only with nice, delicate items. I like to wash these kind of items with Woolite fabric detergent. I love it. And it keeps them nice and fresh. Also, I rinse them thoroughly. I like to run my clothes through 2 rinses so that it gets all of the extra residue out from any of the detergents and things like that and keeps me from breaking out. So good question. Hopefully that helps. Let me see. Olive asks, what is my opinion on the relationship between diet and acne? I have a lot of videos on this, Olive, but I really do believe that your diet really does cause a lot of issues, or can be a added cause, put it that way, to a lot of the things that are happening within your body. What you put in is what comes out. So if you're eating a lot of greasy foods, if you're eating a lot of red meats, if you're eating a lot of hormone-induced foods, then that's what you're going to get. So I do feel like a lot of foods can cause us acne. But with that said, I think you also have to know your own body, because what causes my body acne and stress may not cause your body acne and stress. But I think there are some definite things like super greasy foods or junk foods and soda pops and all of that, and extensive drinking. I think all of that can cause issues with your skin, smoking, other things like that as well. So hopefully that answered your question, honey, Olive. I answered you, boo. Okay. The other thing is this. Let me get through these items with y'all, because y'all got a lot of questions here. My moisturizer. No. We're going to, what have I been using for toning lately? And I have a few different toners. So I have, y'all know for years, I've loved rose water. Rose water is an amazing toner and it's cheap. Rose water is cheap. Hecka cheap, okay? So please try that. You all asking about acne. This process I'm talking about is really helped with any acne that I have. I'm not perfect, so yes, I do get some breakouts every now and again, but for the most part, I have really eliminated a lot of breaking out. The other one that I've really been using is this. I like the Thayer's Witch Hazel, and this is the alcohol-free version. I don't know if you all know about the alcohol-free version, but goodness, this light is killing me. Hold on, yeah, I'm gonna turn this down. But this is the Thayer's Witch Hazel facial mist. Hopefully y'all can see that it is the alcohol-free version. So that's another option. And another one is the Eminence. This stuff is good. I've been testing it out over the past few months now. Expensive, but it works. I saw one of my favorite vloggers on YouTube talking about it. And I had to try it out. So I've liked it. It's really good, especially if you have dark marks on your skin. It's good for the dark marks. It's expensive, but it works. And I've had this for a couple months now, and I'm just down to here. I'm just now getting to the bottom of the barrel. So a few sprays a day and you good to go. Okay. And I saw the questions about edges. I'm coming back to that. The next one is my Renewed Hope in a Jar. Y'all seen this in my Amazon shop. It is the friend to the benefits and the friend to when the hope is not enough. But it's a nighttime and a daytime cream. I've been using the Rock Eye Cream. And for those of you all who want to know, I do still mix in my Aveeno. I don't know why this does not want to show you all, but it's having a hard time with this light. Might as well keep this low. There you go. Retinol eye cream there. I've been using that, but I've also still been using my Aveeno for those of you all that want to know. But this one has been really good to me. I like it. It's an extra strength eye cream, and I've noticed that it really does help relax any of those extra, crow's feet type things that seem to like to pop up. For pimples, I like Different Gel. Clearly I do. Everything I'm showing y'all has been used up until the last drop. So this is just the Different Gel. Love this stuff. When I feel a pimple coming on, I start using it every night. You only use it once a day. Love it. Any other dark marks I get? Mederma skincare for scars and acne. I like it for the acne. Anytime I get a dark mark, and this one has SPF in it. It has a 30 SPF in it, 30 SPF sunscreen. So not only is it protecting your dark marks, it's also covering them so that they don't get darker in the sun. Boom, right? So you have a lot of options, y'all. So hopefully, hopefully that helps. Yes, that Aveeno night facial cream is amazing. I have not stopped using it. I mix it in every now and again, but y'all wanted to know what I'm using more strictly. So I wanted to make sure I was honest about the things I've been using or moving towards using mostly every day. The dark eye circles, you all asked about that. I love my vitamin C serum. I've linked down below a lot of my favorite products for you guys, but also in my store, in my Amazon shop, you'll see the vitamin C serum. Love that stuff. It helps with this dark marks in the areas around my eyes. I've also noticed that my skin feels more supple, more smooth. I find that it helps with dark marks overall for me. So that might be an option as well. Do your research. Do your research. And I always say that if you're not finding relief with the things you're doing at home, y'all, I know it costs a grip, but maybe even one visit to a dermatologist just to see what might be the issue with your skin, which can help you with the direction you go in for the treatment of your skin. So you don't keep trying too much stuff that could alter your skin. But the first thing I always recommend is also knowing the type of skin you have. Like I'm able to mention to you guys that I have combination skin. I get some oiliness and I also get some dryness depending on the seasons. And that can exist at both times or across my skin. So that's something to think about. Another thing I like to use, guys, is on my body. I like to use, what was I going to say? I also like to use, Sarah Joint just asked about burn marks at Mederma. Mederma is amazing. They have an overnight cream and they have the one with the SPF and they have the regular Mederma. I usually like the overnight cream or the one with the 30 SPF sunscreen in it. Mederma costs a grip too. But y'all, it is amazing skincare for scars. Any kind of scars, burn marks, as long as the marks are closed. You don't want to go putting it on an open burn. But after the burn has started to kind of heal, that's when you really start to use it. Okay. Ambi is great. I used to use Ambi. And I kind of replaced my Ambi with Mederma. So Mederma has really been my friend. So hopefully that helps to express to you all the skincare stuff. So we got through that too. Now, as far as fitness, that's pretty quick because I have a lot of videos linked for y'all in terms of fitness. But what I want to tell you guys in terms of fitness right now is to start small while you're home. One thing that I do in the morning, I don't even eat until after 12 every day. Okay, y'all know I'm an intermittent faster. So I try to eat after 12 every day. What is an average thing that I have a video that I just posted that shows what I eat in a day. So make sure you check that out. But I've been enjoying making sure that I have every time I start to eat afternoon, this is usually following my workout. What do I do for my workout? Because we can start there. I usually do at least 45 minutes to an hour and 30-minute workout every day. Now, here's the thing. I'm not saying you have to do that. I would start small. If you're just now starting to work out at home, at least try to get 20 to 30 minutes in, whatever you can do. Daily Burn is amazing. It's $14 a month, and they have all kinds of workouts with equipment, workouts without, simple things you can do at home. And I love it because even if you're starting off at home, they have things for beginners. They have quick workouts, 5 to 10 minute workouts, as well as 30 to 1 hour workouts, 30 minute to 1 hour workouts. So there's so many options out there. And there's other websites other than that, but I love Daily Burn because I feel like they have so many different things going on there. Not only that, when I'm done working out, when I lift weights, when I do my flex bands, all of that, I usually do maybe some running outside. That's something else that I've been finding because it's good for us to get outside at these times, especially if you can social distance. So if you can get in a little bit of jogging, 10 to 15 minutes. For me, I like to go longer than that, but if you're starting, 10 to 15 minutes just to get started, and also do you a little bit of walking while you listen to your messy shows or you're reading the Bible or watching something, whatever, that can help you as well. It's going to help you burn calories. The other thing I like to do is to make sure that when I get in, I have my shake. And you all know I love my Teamy Superfoods, but I also love my Yay Organics juice bottles. So anything that I can get in that area that gives me nutrients for my day, I'm loving it. So sometimes I do a protein shake. Sometimes I'm doing more of a nutrient-based type of shake or something like that. So that's more of my fitness piece. The other thing is I'm eating probably more meals per day. I'm eating like 4 meals a day instead of my normal 3 because I'm not out and about as much right now. And so I split up my food so that I'm not super full. Usually I would eat a little bit more for my meals because I was always out and about. So I didn't really have the time, but now I do. So I'm trying to eat things like I've been eating jackfruit. I've been loving jackfruit tacos. I don't know if y'all know what jackfruit is, but it's a vegan setup. And so I take that and I put that on tortillas, and I have some chopped up avocado as well as a little bit of either non-dairy or some little dairy, just plain yogurt instead of sour cream. Y'all, dope, bomb, amazing, tastes so good, so good. So that's one of my favorite meals right now. You all know that I'm not vegan, strict vegan anymore. I'm still mostly plant-based, but I do eat salmon. So salmon is one of my favorites right now because it's easy to find. You can clean it and cook it well yourself as well. I also love, I love my mixture of cabbage. I love cabbage. I love carrots. I love kale. All of these are things that you can saute easily. Sometimes I have potatoes, even though I'm a more low carb eater. I still do those because they are pretty tasty. I also found some paleo pancakes, y'all, which are lower carb. Banana paleo pancakes. Oh, I love them. They are so good. And I have that sometimes. And if I do want eggs every now and again, egg whites, then I'll do those. But I have a lot of options like that I keep rotated. No, Felicia, I didn't make it. I didn't make it to Canada. Sonia, I just think you haven't had the right jackfruit yet. It's some good jackfruits out there. All of them ain't good. All of them not good. But you're right, Tamiko. It makes it a little bit harder to overeat when you're doing a lot of intermittent fasting. So hopefully that helped y'all in that segment. Now, Now, do I have any videos that speak about keloids? No, but maybe I can get some videos going on that, Jessica. Thank you for that question. Where do I buy Eminence? I bought them from Amazon. I think I have it in my Amazon shop, my Eminence spray. So you may want to check there. If not, when I get off today, I'm going to make sure everything I'm talking about is added there. But okay, now, Megan, we're not going to let that Rona get on you like that. We need for that Rona to leave you alone. Don't get stressed out about all of this. Not too stressed. Because remember, we're going to be stepping out soon. So we don't want all of that. What is keto? Keto is a scientific diet that is higher fat, higher protein, lower carb, if you wanted to know. It's a way for you to reach a place called ketosis, where your body is utilizing your carb storage and your fat for fuel, as opposed to overly carbing yourself and then having to use that for the fuel or energy. That's basically what it is without all the scientific terms. Hopefully that helped. Let me see. Yes, paleo pancakes are really good, y'all. I'm sorry. I had to put that out there. I've been loving them. And the funny thing is, they're the only thing left on the shelf when it comes to pancakes. I mean, most of the pancakes are gone. There's some still there, but the paleo ones are always left over, and I love them. Best ways to work towards being a vegan. I will tell you, I've done vegan several times in my life for long periods of time. And I would say slowly but surely making transitions from different foods. So if you normally eat a piece of meat during your dinner, start to cut that meat down. So let's say you're having 4 to 8 ounces of a piece of meat, depending on what you're eating. I would start to cut that down slowly but surely. Don't completely take it out of your life just yet. You do have to wean yourself off. I think people think it's so easy to just change your diet. First off, you're sending your body into shock. Secondly, you're taking yourself out of your normal realm, which means if you get around it, you're probably going to overeat it. So I just like to reduce the amount of meat that I would have with any meal and start replacing it with vegetables or different protein options or different things in my day that will help replace the nutrients I would have otherwise been getting from the meat, so that your body's not as in shock. Hopefully that answers that question. So guys, I want to make sure that we move on because we've been on for a while, and I had some questions that came in. Are y'all here for reading these emails? Okay, I'm gonna read these emails to y'all. We got 3 of them I'm going to read, and I think that many of us can relate to some of these. So I'm going to call all of these people by aliases. So this one I'm going to call Jocelyn. Jocelyn says, "Hey, Dr. Nina, I was listening to someone say that a divorce lawyer said he could not handle any more divorces." Okay. Any more divorces. People are forced to be with each other, and it's problematic. The quarantine should be bringing people closer together, but instead it's opening a can of worms. What a wonderful opportunity to spend time and space with your mate. And it's war and not peace. Well, there are a number of moving parts that could create this tension. Interesting. What's going on? Yeah, y'all. I don't know if y'all heard this. Let me know. Click like if you've heard this, please, or if you're experiencing this. Being with anybody right now in a relationship period, I'm not even just talking romantic. Your family, your friends, if you stuck in the house with your parents, your cousins, your sister, your brother, whatever. Right now, we're starting to really see the real elements of one another. And so those of us that are kind of loners and introverts are not suffering as much. But those of us that are kind of stuck in the house with people that we want to correspond with, but they're driving us crazy because we're actually able to see each other's habits. We're able to see each other under stress. These are the times that really bring out the true elements of our personalities, or other true elements of our personalities. If you're used to being exposed to people when they're in the good times, it's easy to only see them for those good times, as opposed to when real life happens, right? So what I will say is sometimes what happens in relationships is instead of us expecting that there will be hard times, we romanticize everything. Even if it's friendships, even if it's our family relationships, even if it's with a boyfriend or girlfriend or a husband or a wife, we tend to think that it's supposed to be this beautiful thing, even when times are down. But when times are down, that's the time that we actually get to see another side of one another. And sometimes you find out some people are monsters. And some people have what it takes to make it through the hard times. Some people are patient with those situations. While they might get angry, while they might have some downtimes, they can recover quickly. Being in close quarters like this, you're going to have arguments. You're going to have disagreements. You're not going to like everything the other person does. People are going to annoy you because you're going to start to see people's habits that you've never been forced to see before. And so when you start to romanticize things and you think of people as perfect, or you think of them as all knowing, or you think of them as just this wonderful being that has no faults, no issues. And then you go into something like this where we're completely social distance from other people that give us relief, and we're just in the house together. Woo! You gonna see some stuff, right? You gonna see some stuff. You are going to see some stuff. So it's been funny because I've been hearing like my friends that are single say like, you know what, I'm actually kind of happy that I'm not dealing with that. And I will say that if you got sensible people together, sensible people who realize that sometimes it ain't gonna be good, sometimes it ain't gonna be fun, and we're not just thinking about only the good times, that's when you actually get the fun out of the situation. Like, it's where you can get into a fight and to the point where you just literally have to start laughing. Like, this is a ridiculous, crazy situation outside of our home, but let's try to make it as peaceful in here as possible. And when you have people that think like that, you usually can do a little bit better. And then the singles, I think for them, a lot of times it's just being able to hear yourself. Like, some of us are okay and we thrive in situations on our own. I know I'm one of those people, and I was, raised for 16 years as a only child. But I can say that, I've learned to dwell with others in situations and learn to compromise. And a lot of people are not able to do that. So Jocelyn, I'm going to say that's what the situation is. And that's what we're probably finding most people are going through. And that's why we're seeing this increase in breakups and divorces during a time where people should be staying put. Isn't that crazy? People are moving out of houses right now because they can't stand to be with each other. So that's what that's what's interesting. Nichelle said, heck, we have social distance in our own home. LOL, everyone is in their own corner. My husband and 2 kids are on the other side of the house in their own corners. Go ahead, Nichelle. I heard that. And my thing is, let me say this too, because Nichelle put it really well. Just because you need some time by yourself don't mean you don't love somebody. And I think that's a problem right now too, because people are finding more than ever that their loved ones are asking for time alone, and they're getting offended. They're like, but you should want to be around me. Nobody wants to be around somebody all the time. You need some space. You have to have that. Some of us need that for our well-being, and there's nothing wrong with that. So, Lydia, thank you. Thank you for the donation. Y'all are so sweet. God bless you, from an only child. Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Yes, and Jay Lewis says here, say sorry when you're wrong. Yes, say sorry when you're wrong. Look, I can't escape to work. I had to give myself a timeout. And guess what? Guess what, Renee? You should never feel bad about that. All of us need a timeout from people. It is okay. It is okay. I found myself getting tired of looking at stuff on TV. I just turn the TV off. Like, I move away. Like, everything can get on your nerves at this time, especially when everything is kind of crazy around us. We have to make sure that we're watching out for ourselves. So thank you all for that. Now we got 2 more letters to read. That was great, Jocelyn. Thank you so much for sending that in. Let me see. Here's one here. And y'all, everybody's giving me permission to read these, but I'm giving their fake names, okay? So this one comes from, what name we gonna use for this one? This one comes from Gina. I just want to use the word Gina, or use the name Gina. Somebody just asked, do I still take prenatal vitamins and Pro B? Yes, I do. I still take them, yes, and have no children. And I did ask my doctor if that was okay. So that's something that I always check in on. Yes. Because basically what you're doing is you're taking vitamins for two. Let me tell you something. Your body only absorbs ever so much of the vitamins anyway. Your body is smart. It knows what it needs and it knows what it doesn't. But what I like about that is it's a comprehensive vitamin. So it's making sure that I at least touch all of the vitamin and nutrient needs. And it's for two. So it's going to give me every element that I need and flush the rest away. And that's why your pee is, and this is what I learned, your pee is usually quite bright yellow when you're consistently taking vitamins, because it's releasing all the extra that you don't necessarily need. So hopefully that helps. Good question. Kimberly, thank you for that. We're still in our own rooms, in our own households. Yes. So I said I'm going to use the name Gina for this next letter. And y'all, these letters are kind of heavy. Okay. I'll get straight to the point. I have a life concern that has been bothering me for a very long time. I'm 41 and I am a middle child, younger sister and older brother. And at a very young age, maybe between 4 to 6 years old, I recall telling my brother that my hiney, my bottom, bothered me. And he told me to lay down and proceeded to touch me. I won't read everything that's here, but that's what's said. He asked me if I felt better afterwards, repeatedly told me not to tell our mom, and I never did for some reason. I've been wanting to bring this up to him, but wasn't sure how or if I really should. He didn't penetrate me, but I often wonder why and how he could do such a thing to his younger sister. Should I talk to him, or should I accept that I prayed to God about it for quite a while now and just be thankful that he didn't go further? I apologize for this, but I really want to talk a little bit about this. Now, the reason why I wanted to bring this one up out of a lot of the letters that I got was because I feel like a lot of people have dealt with some things. And right now, during a time where we're social distancing, it gives us the time for all of these things to come back to our remembrance. All the things that we've repressed, all the things we haven't thought about. Now, I'm going to tell you, my advice or my talk here is not to supersede help from your doctor or a licensed mental health professional. Let me say that right now, but I will give you some advice on some of the things that I would say are taking place here. First off, we have more time to think right now, right? So for those of you all saying, why would something like this be written, or why would someone want to know? At this time, we have more time to think about it, right? So before, we had a lot of busy things going on. So maybe we weren't thinking about the things that happened to us when we were young that have affected us when we are older. Another thing I want to say is prayer is important and essential. Yes, I do believe in prayer, but prayer without works is dead. So when I say that things do happen to us, we still need to make moves according to God, because God blesses the hands of those that he empowers to do the works that help people to heal. Okay. So what I believe is you have to pray, but you also have to do things for that. So yes, I thank God that he didn't go further, that he didn't harm you further. However, he did harm you. The fact that something like that happened means that you need to continue to deal with your issues and deal with your feelings. And I do suggest, and I have linked down below 4 different places where you can find therapists, 2 of which are teletherapists. 2 sites that are teletherapy, BetterHelp, and also another one I linked down there, but there's others that are down below there that help you find directories to therapists that may be providing remote services. So I say this because while we're sitting in our corners thinking about these things, guys, a lot of things are going to come to our minds because we're not as distracted as we once were. We're having to sit with ourselves right now. And so a lot of these things are going to come to remembrance. And I say pray, but I also say seek some help, even if it is to have an ear of a mental health professional that can really just listen without any judgment and also help you along the way. You asked if I said that if I would say anything to someone about it or say anything to the person who harmed me. I say first deal with your feelings about it first. Before you come to anybody with anything, I think one of the things we do is we come to people with expectations. We come to them wanting them to explain why. We come to them expecting that they will give us answers. And sometimes those people don't even know, and they've been harmed, so they don't even know why they do certain things. And so I will say to you is to make sure that you first formulate your thoughts and opinions, and that might include seeking the help of that therapist, and making sure that you articulate yourself well, and you make sure that you visit that situation in a way where you're able to hear and receive too. Because a part of that situation is not only being able to confront, but to also be able to receive. And as hard as that can feel, it can be done. And so sometimes we need to educate ourselves and get the tools necessary to be able to communicate effectively and also be able to hear what is said back to us. No, that does not give the person the right to do what they've done to you at all. But I want you to heal. I'm talking about you, not that person. I'm just talking about you being able to get through that situation in a way that does not harm you further. So hopefully that helps. Okay. Hopefully that helps. But y'all, it seems like a lot of people have heard about these types of situations. And I get a lot of emails like this, guys. So these are not the only ones that I get like this. Let me see here. So this last one that I'm going to read, guys, hopefully a lot of us can relate. Okay. This person does want to remain anonymous. And so I'm going to call them Sharon. Okay, Sharon. And so Sharon says, Dear Dr. Dina, I want to know your perspective on this. Just to give you a short backstory, I grew up in a foster care group homes my entire life until I turned 17 and I was emancipated. I never met my father, and I used to visit my biological mom on the weekends, and she was on drugs and abusive, so that quickly ended. I'm a 30-year-old Black woman who is a virgin. Not only am I a virgin, but I haven't gone on a date since I was in my late teens. I worked a lot and just been healing myself from all the things I've gone through, still go to therapy as well. I'm sure you have heard of the term slut shaming that Amber Rose has made famous. Well, I feel like there's a flip side to that, and that is single shaming. Women do it as well as men. Women will say things like, when are you going to find a man? You're getting up there. Or my favorite is, are you gay? Why don't you have any kids? I had one guy literally say, maybe you should lower your values. Now, mind you, he didn't even know what my values were. It's really annoying. I say all this to say that it seems to me that women are being programmed to go after or get a man. And the worst thing is to be a single woman with no children. I value relationships and I am very traditional minded because of what I went through growing up. I just refuse to be with a man in a relationship, and I refuse to just want male chromosomes in my bed just so I can have it. I don't want my biological clock to dictate my choices with the wrong partner. What are your thoughts on this? Oh, and she sent some words of kindness. Thank you. That's so sweet, Sharon. So I think that most of us can relate to this. A lot of us can relate to this, even those of us that have gotten married or in relationships. So what I will say there is, I think one of the biggest things we have to do is realize that when people speak to us, sometimes they speak to us from their own level of insecurity. Okay. What I found a lot of times is, y'all know me. I don't have children yet. I do plan to. And I've had more people say, well, I've had people say pretty mean things like, I would say you have it all, but you ain't married and you ain't got no kids, and I'm like, okay, thank you. And what I found is all along, those very same people are very unhappy with their lives. Very much unhappy with their lives. I've even had people admit to me that they wish that they had the freedom and the things that I do and blah, 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 which I don't want it neither way. I just want people to be able to live how they want to live. If you want to be married with children, be married with children. If you don't want to be, then that's okay as well. I think either way, you have to accept the consequences of both. Right? Both of them come with consequences, negative and positive. And so what I like to do there is say, be honest with yourself. What are your wants and desires? And if you're not finding it yet, don't settle. I just don't feel that it's worth it in today's day and age to do that. It's just not. It doesn't behoove you. And also I say to expand upon what you expect from your love life. If the person is purple, green, yellow, or orange, and they love you and treat you well, extend upon that. You are not stuck with just being a young single Black female without any prospects. Please extend upon your prospects. Also, I'm going to say, and for those of us that do desire that and want that, I know that eventually I do, but I've never been the super thirsty type for that. I went through my times where I'm like, well, I do want it, but God has blessed me. I wouldn't have been able to do a lot of the things I've done in life if I had the focus first of a family, right? And it wasn't that time. Now I feel like I have the time. I have reached a certain pinnacle. I've done the things I wanted to do in my life. I've come through the ridicule of being the single one. I don't care. You know, now I can do things because I love them and I can take care of whatever decisions I make. Even if I were to have a child of my own right now, which I don't want to, but if I did, I would be able to accept the repercussions of that. In the past, I don't know that I could, you know? And so I think right now is to think about what you want for yourself, not what others want for you. And what life are you going to be proud of? What life have you prayed for? A lot of the things I prayed for, God had to have other things happen for me and to me before I could show him that I was approved to be in the place that I am right now. And I'm grateful for it. I am so grateful for things that have happened in order for me. Everybody can't say that. Everybody can't live that life. And it ain't for everybody. You know, it's not for everybody. But I can say I'm happy. And I think it's interesting when people come to you and will say to you that you should be unhappy because you're single, but then you find out that they share some other level of unhappiness. What you have to realize is we all have trade-ins. We all have things we're unhappy with. We all have things we're happy about. But a lot of times we make decisions thinking that those decisions will make us instantly happy, and they won't. If you're not happy with yourself, you definitely ain't going to be happy with nobody else, and no kids too. I don't want a bunch of unhappy people around me. So I'd rather be living my life free, fancy, living it well, and having God send me the right people to marry and bed me than to be stuck with decisions that I made just out of desperation. And that's what I will say about that. So hopefully that helped you guys. And I feel like y'all wrote in some amazing things this week. We definitely have to keep doing this. I'm having too much fun on these lives. Way too much fun. I don't know. You know, I saw the questions. I saw the things that you all have had come in. Thank you so much. Thank you for those that donated. If I missed anything, please let me know. Yeah, and Queen of the South says here, be happy with yourself, not desperate. Absolutely, because guess what? You'll carry that same crap into a relationship. What people don't realize is you'll get a relationship and you'll still be lonely. How was that worth it? I refuse to be sitting with somebody worried and lonely by myself, lonely with someone. I mean, I could be lonely by myself, not lonely with somebody. Like, whew. And y'all, I have done the relationships. They ain't last very long, but I've done the relationships where I was dang unhappy. Like, I wish this person would go away, jump off the bridge, do something. I don't know. Not saying they should kill themselves, but you know what I mean? I just want them to go away. And what kind of relationship is that? I mean, every now and again, you're going to have negative feelings about people. It happens. That's normal in life. But when they're consistent and you just sticking with it just for the look, no, I won't be doing it. Never again. And you sure don't want to have kids with that person and have to look at them little kids too. I'm just keeping it real with y'all. I need to research where I got these. These earrings were given to me. And the person that gave them to me gave me 2 pair. I want to figure it out. And I think one person called these out one time in a video, but once I find out, you all will know. Oh, wow. Thank you. 123 Creations. That's so sweet. Y'all be making my life. Thank you so much. Extend on your prospects, blue, purple, or green, deep. So don't limit yourself just because they look like you. Let me tell you this, and I'm going to keep this up on the screen because I'm going to tell you girls something. You ladies and gentlemen. And I know a lot of you all that follow me, half of you all are married. Some of you all are in relationships. Some of you all are single. But let me say this. My mother did not raise me to limit my options, which is why y'all see me all over the place doing different things. My mother even said that when it came to prospects in marriage. She never told me I had to marry a man just on the basis of our race. She never told me I had to be with a person because that was the only thing I was limited to. She actually told me if they green and they love you, they treat you right, they want a family and they do right by you, you be with them. And of course, she said, number 1, they must be God-fearing, they must love God and show they love God. And if they don't do those things, then you don't need to be with them. And it don't matter what color they are. So stop limiting yourself. And I've caught flack for who I've chosen to date in the past. Y'all, I've dated all kinds of people, all colors, all rhymes and reasons, all creeds, all seasons I have dated. And you know, I will always say that if someone treats me right and they are for me, then I am for them. And that's why y'all don't hear a whole lot of hype on my channel or on my social media about this group or that group. You don't hear me pumping up one group or over the other. If I think they beautiful, and they could be orange. Okay. Not Donald Trump orange, but just orange. I'm just saying, I like who I like, and I like who is for me. Who likes me and treats me well, they have a good chance. Okay. I'm blessed with someone right now who treats me well. And he happens to be a Black man, and a happily Black man. And that just happens to be what God sent. And I'm telling y'all that because it wasn't like I said, God, give me a good Black man. My prayer was very specific, and it had 11 specific things on the list. And not only that, not one of them was race. Y'all feel me? Not one of them. Okay. But God sent him, and we are doing well. Wait, we gotta post this. Trump ain't orange, he rotten. Thank you. 1, 2, 3 Creations. Girl, where you find him? Girl, listen to my podcast. Down in the information section, we got a podcast episode together. So click on my podcast and you can hear most of the story. We're going to do more of it. I have not shown him on social media, and we will not be doing that until everything is quite official in terms of life official. But he is a wonderful man, and you can hear it from the podcast. So make sure you check out the podcast. It tells you all about how we met and how that happened. But I will say, LaTanya, you know that man orange. You know he orange. Every time I see him on the TV, I'd be like, is there something wrong with the contrast on my TV? We need to fix it. But that's just what he looked like. In this picture, LaTanya, I hope this your with a baby. So cute. So cute. Someone said, have you read Relational Intelligence by Dr. Darius or Relationship Goals by Pastor Mike Todd? And do you have any other self-help books that you would recommend? Actually, down in the information section, y'all, I was together today. I have a lot of books down below that I like to read. So Monica, check that list out. I'll be doing a whole video on those. LaTanya, beautiful grandbaby. But I have not read these, but I have heard about the Relational Intelligence book. So I may pick that up over this time. I plan on buying myself a, and I'm going to tell y'all when I get it. What's that thing they have on Amazon, the way you read books? I bought my mom one, but I always forget what it is because I don't want to keep reading books on my iPad. So I'm going to get myself one of those and start reading. So Monica, I'm going to try that book out, but I left a list of books down below. I love the book, Marry Him. I am stuck on that book, and it was brought to me by my friend Berg. She got married a little less than 2 years ago. I was at her wedding, and she handed me that book because I had just gone through a breakup. And that book, woo, I'm getting emotional thinking about it. That book is a great book for women, not just women who are single, but women who are just going through any kind of relationship thought process, where they are in terms of relationship, where they want to go. It's just really a great book. Oh, Dr. Nina plus Sean. Yes, I love my Sean. He's amazing. And he my frat brother too, y'all. I know I don't talk a lot about being an AKA, but I'm an AKA and he's an A5A. Alpha Phi Alpha. So it was all kind of coincidental, and it worked out really well. Yeah, so that's it for tonight, y'all. Hopefully y'all had a Kindle. Thank you, honey. Thank you, Lisa. I'm gonna buy myself a Kindle. I have Audible too, but I know I want a Kindle too, because sometimes I like the actual physical holding of something when I'm doing books. I love Audible too, especially when I'm in my car. Really, really great recommendation there, Desi. And thank you, Lisa, for letting me know it's a Kindle, because I need to get one. Edges. Sonya said she want to know about edges. Okay, so, and my edges is coming up right now because they ain't sleek. Edges. We had a whole video on edges just recently because I had braids. one thing I would say that has kept my edges in is Jamaican black castor oil. I've told y'all that from day one. Jamaican black castor oil is heaven, and it helps with those edges. Not only that, I love the children's oil with vitamin E by Talia Wajid. Amazing stuff. Every night and every morning after my workouts, I put it on my edges. At night before I go to bed, I put it on my edges. I sleep only on silk or satin, and I don't tie my hair up too tight. I don't wear too many abrasive things on my hair. When I pull my hair up, I'm not pulling it up tight. I've really started to also wear it down more so that it's not pulling at my edges so tightly. Hopefully that helps. Hopefully that helps. I know somebody asked about edges before. Shout out to Ireland. Yes, we be having the Irelands in here. What up, Ireland? Yo, Ireland be in here. Yes. I will be doing another Q&A, y'all. So hear me say this right now. Go ahead and send your questions in now. Just like I read those 3 today, the next time we get on camera, we're going to read 3 more. I'm not looking for them to be super, full of drama. It's fine if they are, but you don't have to make it beefed up in order for me to pick it. I really want to pick things that we all can relate to. So go ahead, send them to hi@drninaellishervey.com, hi@drninaellishervey.com. If you go to my website, which is linked down below in the information section, you can definitely go ahead and email me from my website. So go ahead and do that, hi@drninaellishervey.com. I want to hear from you. I'm excited to hear from you. I want to be able to read you all's messages and notes. Like I said, make sure that you are seeking help of mental health professionals, but I have no problem giving you some advice over here. Okay. Also, one other thing, I'm drinking a little sparkling something. I think it's Chardonnay, and it's pretty light. It's good. A light-bodied kind of thing, not too strong. I drink a little red wine. I'm not a huge drinker at all, but I do like a little bit of wine here and there. There's also the free Kindle app on the phone. Now say it ain't so. Thank you, Misty. Also, one other thing, guys. Remember, we are giving away 6 $50 gift cards. Myself, my amazing assistant, Stephanie Brown, and my boo, Sean. We're giving away 6 $50 gift cards. How do you win? You go down below, click on the free 8-day supernatural video program, which is free to you. It's a free 8-day program. No gimmicks, no nothing. Go ahead and get signed up for that, and you will receive an email with instructions in the next few days on how to enter. Anybody who's already on the list, be looking out for our emails. We've already sent out 3 emails with the instructions, so you should be checking those, but we'll be sending another one on Tuesday or Wednesday, so make sure that you're checking those out. The other thing I want to make sure I say before we go tonight, is it's coming, y'all. In May, join my monthly membership. Yes. It's going to have live monthly webinars. It's going to have access to 6 courses on self-care, managing anxiety and depression, and more. Also, a membership portal and feedback community full of amazing women. We are going to really be working it out with it, y'all. I cannot wait. I'm so excited. I've been working on this for such a long time, and it's not going to be through any of the normal and common websites that you've seen said memberships through. It's being built out on my own website. I did that for y'all. Okay. I did that for y'all. And also for me to have my first ever real thing that I have poured my blood, sweat, and tears in, and I feel comfortable with promoting. Okay. So y'all gonna be seeing a lot of sponsored by Dr. Nina videos. Okay. So it's gonna be my program, and I'm hoping that you all will enjoy it and will have a good time with it. I hate Black people. Okay. And you on timeout. Thank you. But basically, I am hoping to see you all there. A lot of you all have been asking about pricing. There's going to be some options there, so we will make sure that that's made with the announcement. And I know that people are going through some ups and downs right now, so I have some plans to give a few things away in the way of that. But really what I'm looking to do is expand upon my own place where I can put knowledge that is research-based and also life tested. Okay, things with testimonials from others that have tried the same things that have worked out for them as well. So we gonna be living life over there. Okay, we gonna be living life over there. Where did I get my nails done? I have a personal lady who does my nails. Her name is Evelyn Sedano. Believe it or not, these nails are a month old. I ain't been to her in a month because we have been following our social distancing guidelines. Even though she has a shop that only sees 2 people at a time, she won't be coming back until next month. And we've decided that's the smartest thing. But the lady's nails, and so I should also tell you all that these are overlays over my own nails. And so I think that's why they've stayed so long as opposed to tips. But she does a wonderful job. Evelyn Sedano, I'll be making a video with her soon, so you all will have all of her information. She's amazing. Love her. She's from Ecuador, does everything freehand. Y'all, she did this design freehand. Ain't no stencils applied, no nothing. The lady is on it. She's amazing. Freehands everything. The earrings, y'all, I couldn't remember, but I told you, I said that I will find out where these are from. Definitely. Let me see. Coco, I will make sure that I post where I get those from when I find out. But that's it, y'all. I hope that you all are taking care of yourselves. And that you are really getting the care you need for yourself. If you've lost your job, believe me, we are praying for you. We're thinking about you. I hope to be able to do more as the weeks come about. But realize that trouble don't last always. It's not forever. Continue to take care of yourself as much as you possibly can. It's okay to cry. It's okay to be sad. It's okay to not feel the best about what's going on in this world. We get it. It's okay. And know that it's not just the God will take care of you. You continue to work hard and continue to pray as you work hard in finding new ways of existing, because that's what we're all doing. No matter if we lost our jobs or not, we're all finding new ways of existing. So I want to say that you all should do that. But I love y'all very much. Thank you so much, Olivia, for being here. I love making my YouTube videos, and you all make it easy and you make it a part of my everyday to keep giving back to this. I can't believe I've been able to do so much in this time. And we're at almost 1 million subscribers, y'all. Can y'all believe that? Can you believe that? Dang. Y'all just be making me feel so good. I cannot believe that many people would want to follow me. Thank you. So we're going to keep on rocking it out over here and continue to do things that are worthwhile. Okay. Thank you so much. And I can't wait to see you all next. We will be going live again soon this week. I promise every week during this quarantine and social distancing, we will be going live at least once a week. So see y'all soon. Love you much. Y'all are a blessing as well. Thank you to everybody that donated, everybody that didn't, everybody that was just here to ask questions. Thank you. Love y'all much. Dr. Nina, taking off. Peace.